Hey folks, today I've got the Megaori 2 night vision scope cam. I'm gonna open it up. I just got this in the mail from Amazon, so we're gonna open this up and take a look at what we got here. And this is a little nylon hood that goes over the screen. Okay. Here's the screen. Pretty small, but not too bad. You can see on the back there your controls, on and off, menu, photo and video, and of course the battery pack. Got an on and off on the side as well. This is just a cheap compression tape that they send you to put around your scope to keep it from scratching it. Here's scope mount for the IR light. Just very basic. Let's see, here is an SD card and what looks like a card reader. I think you have a cap pulled off in this bag, but a little 32 gigabyte micro SD. Looks like a class 10 too, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see, this is the actual camera. Stuff falling in there. There's a little tiny screw that just fell out of something right here. I don't know what that little screw fell out of, but well, I'm sure I'll figure that out. So this is the part that actually goes on to your scope, and you can see the cameras in there. Not a fan of this open area for the scope, but a little cover on the ends there, but you know, we'll see how that works out. Alright, there's a little scope mount. I guess if you wanted to mount this to a Picatinny rail, you've got that option as well. Picatinny ring. This is the little IR light. Feels like it's already got a battery in it. I don't know. It's supposed to come with batteries, but that might be in this other box. Here is another ring. Not sure why you would need two, but I will take it. Alright. Whoop, got an Allen key in here too. A little Allen key for the rings. And a little, sure, a poorly worded manual, but better than none. Alright, so let's see what's in this box. I'm feeling this is going to be the batteries and the charger. Let's see. No, that's just the charger. Actually a decent little charger to be one that's just included. 4-runner charger. I'll set some of this paper out of the way. Now let's see here. I got a feeling the battery is in here. Yep. But it has a covering over the end, so it can't be turned on. 18650, yep. So there's one battery. Alright, and I bet the other two are in here. So let's see if we can just open somehow. Okay, I bet you this slides off. Oh, I see why you need the other ring. Do it this way. You got a little Picatinny rail here, so this will go on top of your scope that way. Alright. And then one for the flashlight if you want it. And two different, looks like two different size rings here, so I would guess one is definitely for the flashlight and one is for this. But anyway, I'm not gonna fiddle too much with that right now. Anyway, here's the other two batteries are in there. Anyway, and I guess this, yeah, this has got some Velcro, two-sided Velcro, and you can just put that on yourself as a hood over that. I'm not really concerned about that. I'm going to try to take this out for rats tonight. This is the cheapest scope cam, night vision scope cam that you can buy that I'm aware of. This is $100 on Amazon, and if it works even halfway decent, it'll be worth $100 because I've had a PAR 007 that I didn't really like. Just worked good. It just, I didn't like it going on the back of the scope, and you get the night blindness from looking through it, and then you look up and you can't see out of one eye, and it was just a pain. And you know, most of your other night vision options are 500 and up. You can get PARs a little cheaper than that for around 300-400. ATN X sights are, you know, in the $600-700 range. So for $100, I just figured I'd give this a try. I hadn't seen many of these until recently that had photo and video recording. So I am excited to see how it works. I had a little screen, a little film over the screen there, but I'm going to try to do the next part of the video, me putting all this together and putting it on my gun. Not 100% sure if that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try to do that. So, not a bad deal. You get the, you know, you get everything you need: batteries, charger, SD card, card reader. Two different options for mounting the little hour light. You got the ring to mount the screen there, camera. You got everything you need. So we're gonna give it a shot. So, final thoughts on the Megaori 2 scope cam. I'm really impressed with it for $100. It's not perfect. There are a few things about it that I don't particularly like, but all in all, it's really good. Works good at night. Works good during the daytime. I guess my biggest complaint about it is the for nighttime use is that the screen, you can't dim it down enough to where it's not, you know, lighting your face up, which is not a huge deal, but it can be a problem. You know, animals might be able to see, you know, your face lit up. I'm not sure if this little covering here would help much with that. I don't really think it would. That's why I didn't put it on. But another thing too is when you cut this on, you've got a master switch on the side right here, and then you have to hold this button right here down to actually turn the screen on. So that takes, you know, I just leave this one turned on when I'm using it, but I cut it on and off a lot to save the battery, and it does take 5 or 6 seconds for it to power up, which sometimes, you know, is enough time for an animal to move or get away if you're trying to shoot it. Another thing that I didn't really like is the way this attaches with these little screws. It's just not the best way. It's really easy to knock it loose, but it does allow for adjusting it precisely. Some of the scope cams like this come with like a twist style mount, but I couldn't find one that had the twist mount that also recorded video. This is the only one that I could find, the Megaori 2, that records video. It's 720p, so it's not super high quality, but it's decent. For $100, you can't beat it. The IR doesn't have different power levels. It just has like a zoom function on it, so that can be a little bit too bright at times when you're close. But these are just really kind of petty complaints about it. It's $100 unit. You can't expect a whole lot out of it, and I'm really impressed with it. I will say that the little card reader that came with it, my computer wouldn't read it. I do have a fairly old computer, but which that doesn't really matter because I didn't even know that was going to come with it. The batteries that came with it are 18650 batteries, like I said, but they're actually pretty good. I've had a lot of these type of batteries, and these are pretty good ones. They are flat on both ends, so you probably can only use this kind, but you know, the flat kind. But these don't actually say the MAH on them, but they're good batteries. I was surprised that it came with those, and it came with a really good charger too. It came with what they call a smart charger for these, and it's a little bit better than just the basic charger you get most of the time. So yeah, I would say if you're somebody like me who's you know, going out, you know, maybe 2, 3, 4 times a month, then this is a pretty good option. If you're somebody that goes out a lot, you know, professionally and does this, then obviously you probably need to get something better than this. This is definitely a starter level setup, but it works really well. And when I'm at I only have one permission. When I'm out there shooting rats, I'm staying in one place. I'm not moving around. I wouldn't recommend taking this out in the woods and trying to film, you know, you're hunting with it, because you're gonna knock it on something and knock it out, and you're gonna spend more time fighting with it, trying to get it lined back up. But if you're going to be sitting, you know, like backyard hunting or pest control or anything like that, it would be good for that. So, and it comes with everything you need, you know, to get started. You just charge the batteries up. It came with a SD card that is a class 10 card. It's a good card. So, you know, it's a good setup for just to get started with for $100.